Overall, C++ is a very fast language, and it's highly backwards compatible with good interop with C. It's also flexible, in the sense that it supports multiple programming paradigms. It has some excellent features and paradigms like RAII and powerful metaprogramming capabilities, which are a step function improvement over what's available in C. The language is constantly being improved on, and some of the new features which attempt to modernize it are pretty good. There's also billions of lines of code written in C++, so it's basically used everywhere, and as a result has an enormous ecosystem and incredible momentum. That being said, building a non-trivial project can be excruciating. Dependency management is atrocious. Compile times are unacceptable, errors are incomprehensible, the code is obnoxiously and gratuitously verbose, and every codebase looks different. It's also not verbose enough in places where it should be, like conversions and copies. The language is unfathomably complicated, it's incredibly difficult to write code correctly, it has terrible defaults, it requires an exhausting amount of boilerplate to do simple things, the standard library is incomplete, and some of the things which are available in the standard library should have been built directly into the language itself. There are a lot of hard-to-use features which will cause bugs or undefined behavior unless you're following certain rules which aren't enforced by the language or compiler. One bad line of code can take down a 10 million line codebase and be agonizing to debug. There's way too many footguns. It's accumulated way too much historical baggage. Safety remains fundamentally unresolved. And although some of the new features are decent, most of them are awkwardly bolted on as an afterthought and are painfully unergonomic with a lot left to be desired. The final verdict is that C++ is a horrible language. It's completely lost the script. Using the language is a literal torture. It's an infinite Gordian knot of unfathomable complexity. The cognitive burden is untenable. You need an encyclopedic memory to even stand a chance at using it correctly. But just because it's a horrible language doesn't mean that you shouldn't use it. Bjorn Stroustrup, the creator of C++, famously said, "There are only two kinds of languages, the ones people complain about and the ones nobody uses." On one hand, this is a completely tone-deaf thing to say, because C++ has more problems with it than all the other popular programming languages combined. And the grievances surrounding the language aren't just little nitpicks about syntax, they're about deep, fundamental core design failures. The only appropriate response to this is cope. Your language sucks. But regardless of what I think, it's very clear to a lot of people that C++ is a problem, and in recent times there's been a lot of active development in alternative languages. This raises the question, is C++ dying? The answer is no. Even though it's a terrible language, it has so much momentum. The entire world runs on it. It'll likely be relevant for decades to come. Maybe in the future, AI will effortlessly rewrite existing C++ codebases in a better language. Maybe AGI will create a new programming language which will be the perfect language that we can all love and use. But for the foreseeable future, C++ is unfortunately here to stay. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and tell me, what do you think of C++?